Okay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Merch Money. We are live today with April Scott. Hi, April.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here. And what is his name?
Jack.
Jack.
Gentleman Jack.
Gentleman Jack. Oh, my gosh.
Aww.
So
He's 6 months old.
He's adorable. I'm so glad that he can make the show.
Yes.
Can't find the camera. There he is.
Oh my God, so cute. So we met April. Christina and I both met her the very first meetup we ever had for Merch Money. It was in 2018 and it was in Columbus, Ohio. And Christina had just started merch and decided to come. And then April was, experienced business owner, and she also decided to come to the meetup. So I got to meet both of them the same day. And it's been great ever since. I've been learning from April ever since. I've been learning from Christina ever since. So I'm so happy I met both of you and that you both decided to come to that meetup. And then April was on our show. I think it was the end of 2018, somewhere around there.
Yes.
And I told her about the 2-year anniversary show, and she wasn't able to make that one. But I was like, you got to come back on. We need to hear everything that's happened since 2018. So thank you so much for coming back on.
Sure, no problem. Here's one of my others. This is Lily.
Lily? Let's see Lily.
Yeah.
Aww.
Hi.
Lily is a soft-coated wire hair dachshund.
Wow.
She's a rescue. She's about 6 years old. She's a little timid. She's a rescue. She's a very sweet girl.
That's Lily, huh? Oh, she's so cute.
Oh, Teresa's watching, and she said, I met April at the same Columbus meetup. Yes, Teresa was there too.
Yeah, hi, Teresa. Yeah, I remember.
I think you guys were sitting next to each other, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
They were.
So, yeah, that first one, I think that was our best one we ever had, the very first one. It was over 20 people came. All the ones since then, it was like somewhere between 10 and 20. But that first one, I think we were over 20. And it was just such a great, it was so unexpected. I didn't know what to expect because it was my very first meetup. And it was just such great people. And it was great. So,
it was.
Yeah.
It led to a lot more meetups.
That's the only one I've been able to come to since then, just timing.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot last year, and then this year it completely dropped off because of coronavirus. So we had one at the very beginning of the year, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So last time we had April on, we talked about Shine On. So if anybody wants to learn more about that company, definitely watch that previous episode. Teresa's talking about that. That is if you want to do print-on-demand jewelry.
Yeah.
This is one of theirs.
Perfect.
It's a picture of my Katie.
Aww.
It's put on a metal heart, and then they encase it in glass. So it's very durable. It doesn't scratch or break. And you can engrave. I know you can't see that, but it's engraved on the back. So,
that's beautiful.
You can send in a photo or a design, or it's very personalized.
Yeah,
they're really pretty. We got to see it in person at that same meetup. You had one there to show us. So
I would suggest going to shineon.com, to learn about them. And there's also a Facebook group. People who are very helpful.
Great. I keep saying I'm gonna integrate them with one of my shops, and I need to do that. So
yeah.
Well,
and they pretty much kept working right on through this COVID thing.
Wow.
I think they might have done some things from their homes, and they certainly had to cut back on it, but they still produced during this whole thing.
Wow. Well, before we get too far into the show, let's give everybody just a background of who you are and a little bit about your business for anyone that is just meeting you. You've been in business for a long time. Tell us about it. Just give a little brief synopsis.
I've been in business since 1991, so 29
Wow.
years. This October. My niche is dachshunds. People who love dachshunds, and I first started with a gift catalog for dachshunds. So, and this was way before online stores, anything like that. It was a paper catalog. It was uh, really when cut and paste meant you printed it out on paper, you cut it, you pasted it on something else, you sent it to a printer. So
Wow.
I started with gifts for dachshund people. And then what I, through just experience, found out what people really needed and wanted were products for the dog. Because dachshunds are very hard to fit. It's hard to take them to a pet store and buy a harness or a coat or sweater off the rack and it will fit them because they
Yeah.
are super long and super low to the ground. And if you get something long enough, it's going to be way too big in the chest, too big in the neck. Um, Same thing with harnesses, strap harnesses, cut them under the armpits. Um, they don't fit them very well. So we started addressing those needs, and that's where we really hit our stride, was providing what our customers needed and wanted. Yeah, I mean, yes, they like the gift stuff, but you can get a dachshund mug or note cards or a T-shirt other places. But to
Right.
find something custom made to fit your dog when your dog has really special needs, that's what really hit our stride for us. So
Wow.
I can't sew. My business partner cannot sew, and all of our products are hand sewn. So we reached out to the community, and we found people who could sew. And my head of production has been with us 23 years now. She says,
Wow.
I call her my work wife. She says she and I have been together longer than any of her husbands.
Love that.
Yeah, I couldn't do it without her. She's amazing. We do have other ladies in the community who work from home, and they do some piecework for us. So that's how we've progressed. We just found products that our customers needed and wanted. We take feedback from the customers, and they've loved us ever since.
Amazing.
Great.
We've had some customers, they email and they say, I've had a harness for 15 years and it's time to get a new one. I love your products and I wouldn't buy anywhere else. I wouldn't buy any other harness. Or they love us and they stick with us, and it's kept us going all these years.
Wow.
Amazing. So that's really the direction we're going to go with the show today, is talking about how do you do that? How do you build a long-term business and customer service where people just want to keep coming back? But before we really go into that, the reason it tied into print on demand and that you came to the print on demand meetup is you've been really great at just keep learning with each new thing that comes out, each new development year after year. You keep learning and adapting. And so you started adding, even though your main business is the harnesses and things like that, you also added print on demand and you added Shine On and you added some other things. So do you want to talk a little bit about that, like how you utilize print on demand?
Sure. As I said, our customers still like having the gift items. So when print on demand came out, I started first with Teespring back in, I don't know, 2013 maybe, something like that, when that first came out. And my very first month, I had $500 in commissions, and I didn't have to handle the product. I didn't have to carry inventory. I didn't have to ship it. Like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Because I had been printing the shirts and having them shipped to me, and then I'd ship out the product, and it was a lot of work. And then when Merch by Amazon came out, I jumped on that right away. I was within a month, I think I jumped on that. So I just went from there. It's like, this is great. I kept inventory to take to Dachshund Festivals that we would be a vendor at, or other dog shows would be a vendor at. So I would keep some inventory on hand, but the print on demand model was just great. I mean, it cut out thousands of dollars of in-house inventory. It cut out having to ship them, package and ship. I mean, it was just such a time saver. So I went in that direction to build our gifts.
Okay.
So, then when we learned about Shopify and more print-on-demand companies came along that integrated with Shopify, I said, well, it's time to build a separate store. I have a lot of designs that are unique to us, and I needed a way to integrate those designs with the apps that the print-on-demand suppliers use.
Right.
So we built a Shopify store and called it longdogshirts.com because Dachshunds are long dogs.
Yeah.
And that's where we put our designs, and integrated with Custom Cat as our main supplier. I've also used Key Launch. Those are our main two suppliers for those.
Awesome.
Nice.
And I think you gave me the link. I don't remember if I put it in the description yet or not. But Christina, if you want to add that to the chat, if people want to check it out, that was it's a great store, and
it shows you just how you can't, because some people say, well, would one dog breed be too small of a niche? And it's not. If you know that niche and you know that there are issues and things like that, like problems you can solve for customers, this is April's great proof that, a niche can be as small as it needs to be. So,
yeah. I mean, 29 years to one niche. One breed of dog. I mean, Dachshund people are passionate. They truly are. They're crazy, crazy passionate.
Gosh.
And there's really three breeds in one with the Dachshund, because you've got a short hair Dachshund, a long hair, and a wire hair. As I showed you Lily earlier, she's a wire hair. Jack is a long hair. We have one short hair. She's upstairs because she could be loud. But so there's three different breeds in one, so a lot of times we try to do our designs to incorporate all three. I love to do parodies, and just to show you the difference of long, the smooth, long, and wire. Let's find it here, the Doc. This is one parody, the Doc Father.
That's great.
The Doc Father. And that's a long hair Dachshund there.
Oh, that's cute.
And then we did the same thing with a wire hair, the Doc Father. That's a wire hair silhouette.
Aww.
And finally, short hair.
Yep. That's the one I see most, is the short hair
that's
silhouette.
The most common.
Yeah.
Now, just these bottles here, these were not printed by like Custom Cat or T-Launch or any of those. We actually had these done locally. I have a friend who owns a print store, and she has the ability to print shirts and mugs and things like this. She's located in Akron, Ohio, and we had her print these, and that way we keep some inventory. And when I get them, this is brand new to us, so they're not on our site yet. So when I get them on the site, instead of linking to a POD app, I'll just be able to have a local person do it.
Okay.
So
that's
that
great.
Will, give some business locally to, locally, and also I'll be able to see the product without, because with the POD apps, you don't get to see the product. It ships, it goes to the customer, which is great. You don't have to handle it. But if there's a problem with quality, I want to know about it before it gets to the customer. And a lot of times we don't. So,
yep. Patty's
so hopefully
saying,
this will alleviate that.
Patty's saying, yet another Ohio gal. And
Yeah.
that's what I always say. There's something about Ohio and specifically Columbus where I just feel like it's the highest concentration of entrepreneurs of like almost any other city.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure like maybe, I don't know, LA or somewhere maybe would have more, but to me, it feels like constantly I meet people from Columbus, Ohio, specifically, no matter if it's FBA or YouTubers or Instagram or just anyone that does anything online. It seems like that's a huge mecca of entrepreneurs. And I don't know why. It's so strange to me, but it's very specific to Columbus, Ohio.
This is another parody. Sorry. This is another parody. This is Wonder Wiener.
Aww.
So cute.
Yeah. Would like to play on the word wiener and hot dog and long and that kind of thing. And I love doing the parodies. But just wanted to touch on customer service for your for customers and clientele. That is one thing that has kept people coming back to us year after year. Even if it costs us more, if it costs us something, or if we lose money on it, we want to make our customer happy. So if somebody has a problem with one of the products that we make, we work with them to get the right fit. If we messed up and sent maybe the wrong color, we apologize and we say we'll replace it. If they need a repair or an alteration, something like that, we say send it back to us. We want to take care of you, the customer. Our dog products are definitely higher end products, but our customers know when they purchase our product, they're not just purchasing a product like you go to a pet store and purchase that product and that's it. They have a relationship with us as the company, as the manufacturer, because if they have a problem, they know they can come to us and we'll make it right for them. So that's I wanted to really stress that's very important for longevity. Even with these products that we don't manufacture, products that come from Custom Cat or from any other POD supplier, if they have a problem with it, if they don't like it, we tell them to send it back to us. And I mean, if there's nothing physically wrong with the product, I know I'll be able to resell it. But I want the customer happy. So if it's the wrong size, no problem. Send it back to us. I'll order you the right size. If you got the wrong mug, if you wanted a long hair and you accidentally got a short hair, no problem. I'll send you what you need.
That's great.
It's very, very important to take care of the customer. That's what keeps them coming back to us all these years.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of our products are custom made by not only size, but color and pattern, different fabrics. We allow some of our customers, any of our customers, if they want to send in their own fabric, like we have probably over 100 fabrics to choose from, but maybe they like something, I don't know, maybe an NFL team or NASCAR or something like that. Because of licensing, we can't sell it to them, but they can purchase the fabric and send to us and we'll make their product for them.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So things like that, little different things we offer to the customer like that.
Amazing.
So,
and I think that is so true with when you're building a business. I mean, customer service is such a huge part of it. I think for a lot of us, kind of got into print on demand because you like the passive income side of it, or you like the royalty side of it, which is fine too. But if you really want to build a business, that's where you kind of have to move from just print on demand royalty base and really start thinking about the customer. Who is your customer, and maintaining that relationship. So if something goes wrong, that's one way to maintain the relationship, is to fix it. What's another way? Like, how do you keep in touch with your customers? How do you build that long-term relationship over years?
Well, we have a newsletter list. We send out 1 to 2 e-newsletters per month. We also have a Facebook page of about 182,000 fans on it. So we're very active on that. Yeah,
I think it was
very
about
active there.
I want to say like it was around 30,000 or so in 2018, because I remember it was more. Okay.
It was more. Yeah, it was over 100,000.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
Yeah.
But that's amazing.
Yeah. So, we try to keep in touch. We try to, answer questions, and not just answer questions, but be part of the customer experience. Sometimes customers will call and say that they may have ordered something and sadly their pet passed away before they got the product. You have to be sympathetic to that and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And talk to them. They just want to talk. They want to share that experience. It's a painful experience. Or somebody who calls and says, I got a new puppy. I need all the stuff.
Yeah.
Engage with them and make them feel important, that, wow, this is a big moment for them.
Yeah.
So things like that, we really try to be a part of their experience. It's not just a transaction. It's not just purchasing a product and off they go.
And I think also it's such a big part of your own life. So you pick something that you actually are passionate about. So it's do you think that plays a role in it as well?
Oh, absolutely. You're really not going to be successful if you're selling something you have no interest in.
Yeah.
You need to live in the niche. If you're going to be serious about building a business around it, you need to live it. You need to know it inside out. You need to know about it, because your customers will know right away. They'll say, you really don't know about this thing that I'm interested in. You're just trying to make a buck off of me.
Yep.
So you need to be in your niche, live it, breathe it.
And that's how
with your customers. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's how you find success is, everyone always asks what will sell, what can I design that will sell? And it's the things that and love. It's the things that you have an intimate knowledge of. You can design for those things. So.
Because if I was somebody who didn't know dachshunds and I tried to design something and I did a dachshund in a color that's not possible, or just the conformation of the dog, it's like the customer's going to know that. They're going to say, what is that?
Right.
I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah. And I think it helps with building your Facebook group too, because I don't know. It's been a little while since I've seen your page, but do you share your own dogs on there, or the shows that you go to and things like that?
Oh, a lot of things. I sometimes share things my own dogs have done, like, cute things that they've done. I'll share new products. I'll share stuff that other dachshund people, either I've seen in my own personal Facebook feed, or people will send to me, I call it user-generated content, because we get photos and videos sent to us, people showing us their dogs in our stuff. That's free advertising right there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'll try to post 1 or 2 times a day. I don't go crazy, just a couple times a day. The newsletter I'll send out 1 to 2 times a month. At Christmas time, more so, because people are looking for that.
Right.
They're looking for, like, okay, what they know sales are coming, or they know we put certain items on sale for the promotion, and they'll wait for it. It's like, when when are the beds going on sale? Or when, when is this happening? And they're like, oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
So, another thing I wanted to bring up, especially because of what has happened within the last few months with the COVID thing, need to be ready to adapt to your customers' needs and wants. Of course, within your own abilities, without going crazy,
Right.
But what happened recently was when it first came down, the businesses were being shuttered, and the stay-at-home orders were given. I was fearful for us because I thought, all these people were being laid off work, restaurant workers, hairstylists, so many people losing their jobs or being laid off. I thought nobody's going to have money to spend on the things we provide because we're not really essential products.
Right.
And so I was quite scared. But then I had a few customers email me personally and said, "Hey, are you making masks? Are you making face masks? Because now everybody's starting to wear masks, and then more and more of the states were saying you need to wear a mask to go out or to go into stores or whatever." And I thought, well, how hard can it be? We have fabric. We've got thousands of yards of fabric. We have dachshund prints. We have ladies who sew. I mean, how hard is it to sew a mask? I mean, don't ask me because I don't sew, but somebody who knows how, it's no problem.
Exactly.
So I'm like, well, okay, so I talked to my head of production, and she's like, yeah, we can do that. I don't have time to do that, but yeah, we can do that. I said, well, let's see if some of our gals who help from home, if they could do it. So
Right.
We sent some fabric, some elastic, and a picture of what we were seeing online as being recommended. And we got back a couple samples, and like, hey, yeah, cool, we can do this. So I posted on my personal Facebook page, not our business page, just our personal page, my personal page. I said, hey, we've got a mask now. We're taking orders if anybody's interested. I was expecting maybe a couple hundred. This was the evening of April 6th that I put this out on my page.
Yeah.
Within 36 hours, I had to shut it down. I had to shut the sales down because we had sold over 1,500 masks.
Oh my.
And they kept coming in. And I'm like, how are we going to produce these? Because people wanted them now.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't want to wait 2 or 3 weeks like they do on our other stuff.
Right.
They wanted it now. I'm like, I don't know how we're going to pull this off. So I had to shut down the sales. I had done no paid advertising. I had not put out a newsletter. My own personal page, which a lot of my friends are other dachshund owners. And so they took it and they posted it in dachshund groups, and those people shared it, and those people shared it, and it just went crazy.
Yeah.
And so I put out a post, and I said, we're going to have to put a hold on this till we get a grip on it. And we put the word out in the gals who help us from their home, that's an Amish community. So
nice.
Those gals know how to sew, how to run a treadle machine before they can ride a bike,
Yeah.
a bicycle, So we got more Amish ladies in the community, and I kind of lost track how many we had, but I think we had 9 or 10 at one time sewing masks, and we just sent them the fabric. Elastic was a hard thing to come by, but fortunately we have a supplier for our harness hardware, and they were able to supply us with thousands of yards of elastic.
Wow.
So it was just every day we took more fabric to these ladies. They were sending masks back to us, and we packaged them, we shipped them, and then I turned it back on, and I said, okay, we're going to take pre-orders. And I gave an estimate of when, within about 2 weeks, because we were so overwhelmed. And we sold another, I don't even know how many. Right now we're well over 5,000 sold
Wow.
of the masks. And the people love them not only for the quality, but because we sold what they love. Dachshund.
Yeah.
Dachshund print. For people who didn't have dachshunds, we had paw prints.
Aww.
So we could sell to other breed people, that they could have something too. The reviews that came back they said the quality was exactly what they expected because they bought our products all these years and the quality matched that. They loved the prints. They were happy that they got them as soon as they did because so many other places were taking 2 to 3 weeks to get them. So, we in a heartbeat, we had to stop and pivot what we did, but we met a demand. We met a need that our customers needed and wanted. I mean, really needed. And they're still ordering. They're coming back and saying, I got a couple of them. I want to order some to give away. They'll order 1 or 2 and they'll come back and order 10 or 12.
Wow.
Great.
So that's what's happened in the last 2 months with us.
I was watching all of it unfold because I think I'm friends with you on Facebook, so I saw the post and saw the pausing, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for you that you you always manage to just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You always manage to pivot and just be there for the customers. So I really admire that.
We really had to adapt quickly.
Yeah.
And so I'm very, very grateful for the ladies who helped us. And like I said, because I can't sew.
Me either. Yeah.
But we're trying to take it one step further, and we're getting the last details down. But we're working again with the local company in Akron to do sublimation. And this is one of our designs. First of all, I'm wearing the shirt design. Love is love.
Aww.
It has different dachshunds. Love is love is love, different colors. And so we've made the matching mask. Love is love.
Great.
Yeah. Sublimated. So we're trying to get the finishing touches on that so that people could have matching shirts and masks.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's the next step in it.
Perfect.
So many.
I know there are some print-on-demand companies that are doing masks, and I ordered some, and I'm not happy with them. The printing is not good. The quality of the masks are not that great. So we're going to take it once again into our own hands and produce what our customers want.
And I think that's so important when you've built this clientele of customers that really love your brand and love you. When you can be in control of the creation of it, it adds that extra peace of mind because you are so quickly able to hire so many more people just so quickly. And some of the print-on-demand companies, they ran into the same problem you did, where it's way more orders than they were expecting, and then trying to coordinate all of it and deal with which cities could still have print facilities and which ones couldn't, and trying to handle all of that. There ended up being long shipping delays. So when you were in control of your own creation of the product, then you can very easily be able to tell people what to expect, so you can set the right expectations, and you can also pivot faster because you can hire people, you can do whatever you got to do to make it faster, or shut it down like you had to do for a little while until you could catch up. And then the idea of doing the pre-orders, that's such an important thing for anyone who's launching something new. Always start with a pre-order, because if you had done it that way, like pre-orders, then it would be easier to still be getting the orders and just, saying, sorry, this is a pre-order. It's going to take a couple weeks for us to make it. It gives you that flexibility of, and you don't have to deliver it right that second because this is a pre-order.
Right.
Yeah. And it's important to be honest with your customer.
Yeah.
We put up front for our pet accessories, our products are custom made to fit. It's going to take 2 to 3 weeks, especially at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Same thing with
Right.
the masks. We were up front and said, okay, we got overwhelmed. We got slammed. It's going to take us a while to catch up. That we're going to do a pre-order for the next wave.
Yeah.
So that's where we went with that, is just be honest with them. And they understand, especially now, with this going on. Just 1 second, please.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying good comments. Dwayne likes your idea of matching shirts and masks. And then Melinda is saying cute fabric to make poop holders to attach to leashes.
Yeah.
And then Patty asked about if we wanted to get fabric material for our niche, where would we look? How do you get your fabric?
Where do I get my fabric?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have some distributors that we, buy by the bolt wholesale.
Okay.
Sometimes I just get from Joanne Fabrics, but we've got distributors that we buy by the bolts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, guys, what questions?
Anybody, if they find fabric, say at Joanne Fabrics or any other fabric store, we welcome them to send in their fabric, and then we'll create a one-of-a-kind piece for them.
Yeah. Wow.
I like Mario's comment. He said April was able to pivot and out Amazon. I love that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities between April and Amazon. Started early, rode the whole wave of internet sales from day one to current day, adapts easily, and also puts the customer first.
Yes.
You and Jeff had the same exact business plan.
Yeah, except he has a few more zeros after his bank account.
You guys started the same. He wanted to do just books. He wanted to do just Dachshund. I can't say that word right.
Dachshund.
He just eventually added some other niches in there.
Yeah.
But well, everybody is liking your website and everything that you're saying. Guys, keep the questions coming. If you have any questions for April or any comments, if you have a business that you're starting, this is a great time to ask questions of how you can build that loyal customer base.
There's a loyal one right there, Dawn.
Dawn
Osweiler. Yeah. She's a very loyal customer.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's great.
Nice.
We did have a question earlier. So now that we have like a little moment here, Patty had a question about Shine On. She said that they were shipping kind of slowly. Do you have any sort of updates on shipping times? Have they resumed shipping normally? Or
I think they're still a little bit behind. I've turned off that jewelry for right now until the hearts, they're out of the hearts. The one that I showed you, they're out of stock. So I've just turned that off for now.
Gotcha.
So I think it's going to take them a little while to get inventory back and get things going on that again.
Yep. We do have a question from Teresa. Teresa's asking, do you make fanny packs?
No, we don't. Maybe in the future, I don't know.
I was going to say, not
yet.
Not
right now. Yeah.
Maybe a comeback at some point.
We do make a carry bag to carry the dogs. We call it the take along bag. You can find it on the website, but it's a very soft carrier. It's soft on the dog and it's easy on the person, because a lot of carriers are hard on your shoulders and back. And if you have a dog that's like over 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's a very popular item for us.
Oh, I see that here. Yep. And that's at the Dachshund Delights site. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. All of our products for the dogs are on the Dachshund Delight site. Our gifts, our shirts and other mugs and things are on longdogshirts.com.
That's great how you've separated the two like that.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Just, was it too
yeah.
massive of a site?
It was too massive, and the Dachshund Delight site is on a different platform than Shopify, and
Gotcha.
the apps don't integrate with it.
Okay,
so
makes sense.
Yeah. Now I do keep some T-shirt inventory. As I said, we go to Dachshund Festivals, and so we would print shirts ahead of time and take there. So I do have some inventory, and that inventory I will list on the Dachshund Delights site, like under people apparel, so that they can order and we have it ready to ship there. Yeah.
Nice.
So, I'm gonna have to look at some of these for my dog. He's a beagle, but he kind of looks a little bit like a dachshund too, and he's small. He's like 18 pounds, and I'm looking at these beds here. Beds. I think he would love those too.
Well, we do make our products for other breeds. We've made for Chihuahuas and Min Pins and Corgis and Bassets, and then even bigger breeds. I think the biggest we've done was for a Great Dane.
Wow.
We've made coats and harnesses for big dogs. Once people find that we will custom fit their dog, but they don't care if it comes in a label that says Dachshund, just as long as it fits their dog. And pugs are another hard breed to fit.
Yes. Yeah. Very interesting body style there.
Yeah. So
very chesty.
Yeah. We don't discriminate, we'll make them for any dog, any breed.
That's great.
We've made for cats. Let's see. Our harnesses we've actually done for pet monkeys.
I remember you telling that story.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did one for a baby alligator one time.
Wow. Gosh.
Yeah.
That's when you know you have a good site, when you get so many requests. So it's not even just what you're selling. It's like people are asking for things.
Yeah.
So we got lots of questions coming in. Everybody's loving this. Oh, looks like you already shared it.
Yep. We've got a question from Mario asking if you sell on Etsy. And if so, do you use any specific type of advertising? Oh, well, no, I'm sorry. This is a separate question.
Two different questions. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you do any specific type of advertising to drive traffic to the Shopify store?
I do not sell on Etsy as of yet. It's been kind of a time thing, being able to build it on there. Quite honestly, we are very busy just with our regular site.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and as far as driving traffic, mostly it's through our Facebook page and through our newsletter that we send traffic to, a new design. Sometimes I'll run paid traffic, but honestly, our main focus is on our dog products. So that's where most of our time goes and our resources. But I will occasionally run Facebook paid traffic to the Long Dog Shirt site.
And I think that's one of the benefits when you really focus on quality and you really focus on the customer experience, then your customers do the advertising for you. Just like you said with the masks, they share the products, they talk about it. Yeah. They come on the YouTube shows like Dawn and saying how awesome everything is.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dawn, for being here.
Yeah.
But I think that goes a long way when you focus on the product, because then you don't have to worry so much about advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Melinda, yes, she does use Shopify. And then do you have anything you want to share about your Shopify site? Any experiences, good, bad?
And what were you doing before Shopify? Did you have a WordPress site, or what did you have before Shopify?
For the Long Dog Shirt, that's the Shopify is what I used from the get-go.
Okay.
Okay.
For my for the Dachshund Delight site, the platform is 3D Cart. So
Okay.
it's just another shopping cart like BigCommerce or Volusion or any of those other name brand shopping carts. It's just my problem with Shopify is you need an app to do everything, just about
Yeah,
everything. You need an extra app, and that can add up quickly.
it can.
So I try
Yes.
to keep that to a minimum, but that's my gripe with Shopify is it just needs so many apps to make it really a premium site.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than
Completely.
that, it's quick and easy to set up a store, and fairly inexpensive to do it. But to really build a good site and a solid business, I mean, there's just other apps that are needed for
Yeah,
Shopify. Yeah.
exactly. And you said, can you remind me, you said you use Custom Cat and who else as your provider?
T-Launch,
T-Launch.
Custom
Okay.
Cat and T-Launch. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
And been happy with both of them even during the COVID situation?
Well, during the COVID, Custom Cat shut down completely.
Okay.
They are back and running, so I didn't promote anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. T-Launch, I believe, was still shipping, but like I said, I just shut everything down
Yep.
during that time.
Yep.
We were
Exactly.
busy. We were busy making masks, so I didn't. I didn't
Yeah.
need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Which was a luxury for us, to not have to worry about pushing business to our other site because we had more than we could handle on our main site.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah. So, I went from thinking, how are we going to keep our business running to, oh my God, how am I going to fill all these orders? Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we going to do all this? And we had our best, the month of April was our best month ever in
Wow.
29 years of business, ever, even including Christmas time.
Wow.
That's really great to
Because
hear.
Yeah, because not only was it the mask, how many masks we sold, but from everybody sharing it, it brought in so many new customers to our site that even if they didn't have a dachshund, they're like, oh, that's a cool bed. My dog would like that. Or,
Yeah.
wow, I need that harness. So not only do we have all these masks to make, but now people were saying, wow, I didn't know about these other products, and so they're ordering our more dog products. And
Yeah.
my head of production was she was ready to kill me. She's like, she was, going from worrying about are we going to be able to pay the bills this month to, oh my gosh, when am I going to sleep?
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah. So we were and are one of the fortunate businesses in this pandemic that
Yeah.
I've always believed that in every economy, no matter what economy it is, there's money to be made somewhere. The
Yeah.
money shifts somewhere. And we were just fortunate that we were in the right position, that it shifted our way
Mhm.
this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Well, you have a great attitude, and you keep that gratitude and that level head, and I'm so impressed.
Me
So,
too.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
yeah.
We do have another question from Teresa. She's asking, do you have a warehouse or a large designated space for supplies since you don't do a lot of print on demand?
Do you have a warehouse? You would be so surprised how small our place is.
Wow.
We have a workshop on private property, on my business partner's property. We sit way back in the woods when nobody except the UPS driver knows we're there. Very private, very secluded. The workshop, I don't know the exact dimensions, but it's not very big.
Right.
It's like has a one-car garage built on it, and then the rest is a finished workshop. We have two areas where the seamstresses work and have their cutting tables, and so half of the building is for two seamstresses to work, and then the other half is mine with the computers and the shipping area. And up in my business partner's house, we do have some inventory up like in her basement and then in a separate room. And that's it. People would really be surprised how small we are.
Wow.
In size. Yeah. We make do with what we have.
Yeah.
The best we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got another question from Teresa. She asks, how do you handle customer requests that want you to sell them your pattern so they can make their own or for their business? I get those requests on Etsy, just wondering how to handle that situation.
Simple. No. We don't. We don't.
Yep.
We don't sell our pattern. No.
Yep. I've had the same questions. So about different designs and things like that. So yep. Wow.
Just nicely, of course,
Yeah.
Nicely,
Yeah.
But just sorry.
Oh, looks like we may have another customer that popped in here.
Oh, hi, Debbie.
That's great. I love it. That's such customer loyalty. They know that you're on the show and they want to come support you and tell everyone how great the products are.
Yeah.
That's great.
Great that I mentioned a couple times that there are Dachshund Festivals. Unfortunately, not this year, which is going to hurt us. Two of the biggest shows we do are in Kent, Ohio, called the Northeast Ohio Dachshund Dachshund Picnic.
Okay.
And the other one is the Metro Washington Dachshund Festival, and that's in Frederick, Maryland, in October. And both of these events bring hundreds of people and hundreds of dachshunds, all shapes, sizes, colors. They've gone on many years. These festivals have gone on, and they're a huge money-making day for us. In fact, we call them one-day wonders. But these both of these have been canceled for this year, which I completely understand isn't necessary, but it's a big blow to us. But we've been doing these shows for probably close to 20 years, and sometimes people tell us they come to the events just to see us. Because we give them personal service. They want to get their dog fitted with our products. They want us to measure their dog, and we'll put a harness on them right there, make sure it fits right, make sure the coat fits right. They get to actually see the product, feel it, watch their dog walk in it before they actually purchase it.
That's great.
But we've made a lot of friends over the years. People know us on site, and then I'll know customers on site, and I'll say, hey, whoever, how's so-and-so, and how's your dog? And I'm sorry you lost your dog, or things like that. But keeping in contact with your customers, we try to provide them with the best possible purchase experience, so that they'll keep coming back for that. As I said before, they're not just purchasing a product, they're getting us along with it.
Yeah.
So
I love this. Clear. The comments just keep coming in from all your customers. This one, Sandy says, I followed the Facebook site for 5 years, then purchased my first harness and will never go back to big stores again. Thanks, April and your team. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And then Kathy says, I love my mask. Pixie loves the take-along bag. Simon needs a new harness. I need a new Love-ish shirt. Look for my order.
Hi, Kathy. Love you.
Helene is saying Dash and Delights is amazing.
Oh, of course, it's amazing. She's my head of production.
Well, congratulations, Helene, for making it through that biggest month ever.
Yes.
She's my work wife, and I tell you, after last month, she was ready to divorce me.
Debbie says only harness the little escape artist can't get out of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So great.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That is great. That is great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've had a lot of fun over the years, a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, but I wouldn't trade it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't trade it. Yeah.
Wow.
You're amazing. What you provide is amazing to all of these people, and you bring happiness and a great community. So thank you for everything that you do.
Oh,
Yes.
one last thing that we try to do. There's a lot of dachshund rescues out there, and we try to give back to the rescues because they have supported us all through the years. They've, bought our products and recommended us, and we try to give back to them by giving. We have a trade-in program where customers have a used harness, but it's still in good order. They can send that to us, and we'll fix it up and donate it to the rescues.
Aww.
What a great idea.
We've donated, percentages of, we'll have a special promotion and say X amount of dollars or percentage will go to this rescue or this rescue. We try to, reach out to them and help as we can. So that's another important part of staying in touch with your community and living inside your niche, really.
Absolutely.
To try to give back. Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
So.
And Pam, does she work with you? She says, I love getting to sew with the Doxies. April and Helene are the best.
Pam just joined us in the last couple weeks, so she's she's seeing how crazy we are there, but she's having a lot of fun.
Yes.
Amazing.
And we're happy to have her. She was one that stepped up when we needed help with the mask. She's not Amish. She's one of just a couple non-Amish ladies who helped us. And I actually found her in the group for the Northeast Ohio Dachshund Picnic.
Wow.
So since that group is local to us here in Northeast Ohio, I thought, I'm going to go in there and ask, does anybody know how to sew? Can they help us? So I kind of put out an SOS, and I said what we needed, and Pam was one that said, hey, I can help. I can sew. I love to sew. She has a dachshund. So she made masks for us. She was great at it. She did great quality. And I came to Helene, and as we're getting further behind in our dog products, I said, I think Pam has done a great job. She's, not working right now. Let's see what she can do. So Helene said, okay, bring her on, bring her over. And she's been here now about, I think, 3 weeks, and it's working out great.
Oh, so great.
Yeah.
All sorts of feel-good stories.
I know.
I love that.
And you're hiring at a time when people need jobs, and you're it's great. And you're going to the right place to find the right fit, like instead of just putting an ad up, on some unrelated site. You're finding people that are interested in what you're selling.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So. That's the thing. The gals who work for us, and we do have another lady who works for us. Angie is her name, but fortunately she has been out on medical leave since February. Anyway, all of the gals who work for us, they make these products like they're making them for their own pets, their own dogs.
That's great.
So it's not a mass-produced product, not mass-produced in any way. I mean, the quality that we expect, we don't want to send out a product that we wouldn't put on our own dogs. We're concerned about safety. Safety is number one. Fashion is number two. So we have some customers who like to dress up their little girls in dresses. So we've incorporated our harness into the dress. So it looks very frilly, very fashionable, but the quality of the harness and the safety of the harness is built in there. And that's important to us,
That's
for that.
great.
We've had many customers over the years call or email us and say, your harness saved my dog's life.
Oh, wow.
And I tell you that brings tears to us.
Yeah.
Because one model of our harness has a seatbelt handle on it. And many customers have said they've been out walking their dog and a big dog has attacked, or a loose dog has come and attacked, and they were able to pick the dog up by the handle and get it out of the way. Or, some people have said my dog got loose on some other type of harness and almost got killed. I've never had that happen with your harness.
That's so important.
So safety is huge for us. That's the number one thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great comment by Nancy. My 7 Doxies throughout the years, plus fosters, I've had only used these products. Customer dating back to before the internet, and Dee Dee was a catalog. Advertised for April often, only harness I've ever used.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, Nancy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this has been so great to catch up with you again. I can't believe it's been over 2 years since I met you the first time.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Well, thank you so much for having me on again. It's always a pleasure. And I'm glad to see where you've gone with this, with your show, and wish you continued success.
Thank you. We wish you continued success. I know you don't need it. You're already doing so well.
Well, I do.
Keep up.
We still do.
Keep up the great work, and
thank you.
Keep up the just the attitude that you have is so contagious, and it inspires everybody around you.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you everybody for watching. And I think that's it. Any last things before we end?
I don't think so.
No? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And thank you, April. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.